So when we can see different colors, that means that that particular frequency of wavelength of quantum particles vibrating at the speed of light is what we are seeing. Melanin is this quality. And so we know for a fact that those individuals who are hardwired with navy blue black melanin definitely have the capabilities of interacting with all forms of identifiable light. It is embedded in their tissues. And the individuals who are melanin recessive are still hardwired, but the amount that circuitry can transmit is still relative to the amount of melanin pigments that they have, which can be increased at will. This is very, very important. This show is dedicated to advancing the awareness of humanity to understand that the condition that their physicality, their body may be in at any particular moment in time can be changed and transformed relative to what the individual desires and what the environment demands. And we know that. For example, an individual goes out in the sun, the body demands more melanin to be able to capture the light. It helps to increase circulation. It helps to basically stabilize and allow the precipitation and the organization of minerals in the body. It also causes our mitochondria to be able to store more energy, the mitochondria, and that's a little cute battery. That's the name of the little batteries that are in every cell of the body to be able to store more free energy. So the key is that sunlight will stimulate all of these different phenomena in the body to become more active, and to the extent that the individual in their consciousness has allowed the body to perform, the body does its best. When it appears as though there's a limitation that occurs, individuals say that, oh, I can't tan, I turn red like a lobster, or my skin burns. The limitation is only in the body because the individual has accepted the limitation as opposed to allowing the body and demanding that the body change its state. This is totally possible, and it is going to become necessary. And I have said over and over again that it's much easier for us to change than for us to go outside of ourselves and try to build all of these different structures and phenomena to support a characteristic that we do not really desire. So, I was involved at one point in my career in looking at the plans of cities and the projections that they had created for themselves. And many of the cities have projected themselves to be domed so that they can control the weather themselves and be able to dictate how much UVB, ultraviolet blue frequency wavelengths, and the type of wavelengths that can come through the dome. And this was done for many reasons, but of course it was alleged that this was going to allow us to remain healthy and not have many of the diseases that we are afflicted with, allegedly, because we cannot control our environment. That is not a true statement. We have always been able to control the environment. The problem has been we did not recognize the dials that are built in within our physical body that synchronize and dictate what the weather will be. And one of the main quote dials, just for you to grasp what I'm saying, is the modulation of frequencies from the brain. It is known that the emanations, the modulations of frequencies from the brain can be totally disturbing and devastating to an environment, as well as being totally soothing, reconstructive, and transforming to an environment. And most of us intuit that. We know that we can go into a room and a person can be in there and we just are like, wow, these vibrations here are extremely uncomfortable. I pick up hostility, I pick up anger, deep sadness, etc., and nothing was ever said because the brain is a transmitter and a receiver. And when you have large groups of people that are transmitting perceptions on a very intense basis, they can change the weather over themselves in a matter of minutes. Yes, we can. This is the kind of power we have. The physical body is an ultimate machine. It is an ultimate creation that has so many capabilities, and we are still like little children struggling to understand. But in our inability to understand, we have created great upheavals on this planet, and there's only a couple of solutions. So the the movie, The Day the Planet Stood Still, their solution was get rid of the humans. That is one of the quickest solutions to all the upheaval that's happening on the planet, because this planet has a relationship with other planets and other solar systems. Now, of course, I'm not for that choice, and I'm sure neither are you. But now that means then that if you know that you can look around and see what the humans have done, paper, trash, total negligence of the ley lines and the organization of mass on Earth in relationship to bodies of water, mountains, locations of minerals that have totally been ignored for economic reasons, which has been done by humans. Now we can begin to see how much damage we've done to the planet. And obviously the question is, will we learn so that we can stop, or are we still very much promoted and motivated to continue irregardless of what we're seeing?